Hold on 1 second. My camera was dirty and I looked all foggy. And so I had to fix that. So good morning. How are you ladies? It's Monday and it's February, which means it's my birthday month. Yeah, my birthday is Wednesday. And if my mama was here, I would already be getting calls telling me happy birthday week, Em. Actually, I would have got a call on February 1st that said, Em, it's your birthday month. And so I'm just stepping up in K-Post Place and just letting all y'all know that it's my birthday month. And so, anyways, I don't really have lots to ramble about this morning, other than the fact that if y'all don't have miracles happening in y'all's house every day, then y'all need to come to the Davis household, because we have miracles from the Lord happening at my house every day. Food gets left on my table and no one in the house did it. It's a miracle. It's like the Lord provided manna for our family and didn't clean it up. I mean, miracles. Hey, grandmother, people use the bathroom in my house and they don't flush and no one did it. Miracles. I'm telling you, miracles happen in this Davis household and y'all just need to come be a part of it. Like, my kids, they don't know how to do things. Like, Elijah doesn't know how to do something in math. And amazingly, if you tell him the Xbox is going to be taken away, miracle, he knows how to do it. I'm telling you, the Lord is working in this Davis household in ways that y'all just don't know about. So I invite y'all. I will come, I will leave the house and go get my nails done so y'all can come experience these miracles. So just type in your comment if you want to come to my house and experience some miracles, because I cleaned a table full of manna up that no one did. It's like the Lord left it for me this morning, just for me. And so just so you know, I had a table full of food this morning that no one had any idea where it come from. Saying, if you need a miracle, come to my house, because they happen daily. Okay, so we got some viewers. Good morning, Mary Jane. Good morning, Annette. Oh, Annette, I bet miracles happen at your house too. I'm just gonna go out on a limb. And Stephanie, I bet y'all have little miracles happen all the time at y'all's house. But excuse my cough. I wake up and I sound like an old man because we have just junk happening in our sinuses. All of our family does. So, all right, I do want to say this morning, before I get started, before I forget, if you have a secret sister, ladies, reach out to your secret sister. Hey, Ashley, reach out to your secret sister. Good morning, Kate. Reach out to your secret sister. Don't forget about her. We are in February. You should have already sent her at least one card, one little letter note saying, hey, I got you as a secret sister. I'm praying for you. I'm loving on you this month. If you haven't, don't be that secret sister. Nobody wants to be that secret sister that blew it. So don't be that secret sister. Be a good one. Encourage your secret sister. Love on her. Send her a note. Send her a card. Send her anything that says, hey, I'm thinking about you. I am praying for you. And whatever that may be. Send her something, because I promise you she's waiting for it. So it's always fun to get a note or card or goodie in the mail that says, oh, someone likes me. And so, sorry, that is my coffee pot telling me that it is ready for my presents. So ignore it. Anyways, we have viewers and I'm going to quit rambling. I wanted to Ashley McMillan, you want a secret sister? We have already done sign up for that, and you will have to wait for next round for a secret sister. But keep watching the page, and Annette will make a post about when sign up is, and she'll give you a link to sign up with. So catch us next round, okay? Because it is so fun, and you would be a great secret sister. So anyways, Kitty talked Friday about God's promises and waiting on God's promises. And I want to piggyback off that. I want to keep going on that same train. One, because I think the Lord gave me something really cool, and two, just because one thing that she said just really stuck out to me. And it was when she said this: if God were to tell you your entire promise right now, today, we would more than likely take that promise and go, I got it, I can accomplish that, see ya, bye. And we would leave God completely out of the equation. We would just take God's promise into our own hands, and we would run with it and do our own thing with it. And that, y'all, that hit me, and I'm like, yeah, I would, because I'm an accomplisher. Like, I am very task oriented. I am get the task done type of personality. Like, if I'm washing dishes and my child's crying, if it's not a death cry, like, if it's crying, I'm kind of peeping over there, and I'm like, I'll catch you in a minute. You know, I'm going to finish my task before I check on my people. And that's just my personality. I work really hard to be people oriented and not task oriented. But task oriented is much easier and comes more natural for me. And so when she said that if God were to give me my whole promise right now, I would probably take it and be like, peace out, you know, and get my promise accomplished. And I was like, yes, that is so me, y'all. I would do that. And then I immediately got reminded when I was writing this Saturday morning. I immediately was like, that's me. You know, the meme with the girl, like, me, that's me. I would take the promise and put it in my own hands and go try to accomplish it. And then I thought of my kids. And when Stephanie talked the last time, she was like, y'all, I don't tell my kids where we're going, what we're doing until we are on the ride there. Sometimes I don't even tell them until we like pull up in the parking lot. And I'm like, y'all, we do that. And I, like, when I was thinking about if God were to tell me my promise right now, he was like, I know this about you, Emilee. That's why I treat you like a child. And I don't tell you you're about to walk into your promise until you're about to walk in to your promise. Because how many of you would, if God said, hey, in 2019, you're going to get the promise of blah, 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 how many of us that would be all we talked about, all we prayed about, all we thought about, all we talked to other people about was, hey, God told me in 2019 I was getting da, 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 da. God told me, you know, I'm getting this. And when we prayed, we would only pray for that thing. And when we talked about anything or anything, that would be what consumed us. And he did, and that is why we get so tunnel vision on just that one promise and that one thing. Hey D, love you too. Old girl, thanks. We would get so tunnel vision on our promise and so task oriented on our promise that we would forget about everything else that was important. I may be preaching to me today. And, but if you out there, more power to you, sister. And I've got this little analogy, and my husband, if you know anything about my husband at all, he is a nerd. If you do not know my husband, then he is a closet nerd to you. He has not come out of the closet and said that he is a nerd and a gamer to you. But if you know him really well, you know that he is a gamer and he is a nerd. He puts off in public that he is not. So he is still in the closet about it. But in reality, he is a nerd and he loves games. And we have been together for 13 years. And for the first 6 years, he's like, Emilee, play this game with me. Play this game. Watch me play this game. And y'all, I'm looking at my husband like, you retarded. I don't play games. I am cool. I play softball and I play in the yard and I do jujitsu. I do not play games. And so for 6 years, he begged me to play games, and I was like, absolutely not. You have lost your minds. And now that we are in 13 years of marriage, I decided to be meek and humble and go to my husband and be like, you know what? I will play a game with you, but only for you and because I love you and I want to do something for you. So I did that, y'all. Oh my God. He created a monster because I love this game now. Like, I am addicted to this little computer game and I am obsessed with it. Like, I have to tell myself, Emilee, you need to teach your children school today and not play on this game. It's bad. Like, I have not taught my children, but there's want to inside of me that wants to go, everybody play games today. And so, when we're not busy on our spare time, I want to throw that out there. But anyways, and I just told you guys that I'm so very task oriented. So when I started playing this game, I am like, you get the main quest at the very beginning. You get the main quest of the game. And I was like, oh, main quest, let's go. I'm like, we're defeating this game tonight, honey. Main quest, I got it. Tell me how to go and what to do and where I need to defeat Dr. So-and-so because I'm about to kill him tonight. And so I'm like main quest oriented. I'm like, go. And so I'm like going on my main quest and Robbie's playing it with me. And I'm like, and he's like, all right, Emilee, I'm glad you're liking this game, but tone it down a couple notches because you're only level like 3 and boss man's like 72. You're about to walk in territory that you're not prepared for. And I'm like, but I got the main quest. I know what the plan is. I know where I'm going. And he's like, but you're not prepared to fight this boss. And so there's these little stupid things in this stupid game called side quest. And then what the point of the side quest is to level your character up, to build your character, to strengthen your character, to grow your character. And it has nothing to do with the main quest, but it has everything to do with your character. And so you probably know where I'm going with this by now. And how many side quests, and in my side quest, that in this game, these side quests, you have to meet this person, talk to this person, go to this village, travel here, travel there, do this everyday mundane stuff to level your character up, to build your character, to get different abilities, to get different strengths, to get different items and treasures that you will need for your main quest. And sometimes God doesn't give us our main quest because there are side quests inside of us that need to be accomplished and need to be built in us and need to, girl, you know I got some dramatic flair, honey. There are side quests in us that we have to do. We have to do these things to be able to walk into our dream and our calling and our promise. And God knows that if we were to try to walk in and try to go straight to our promise and our dream and our calling right now, that we would be defeated, that we would not accomplish our dream or calling, and we would fail. And so 2 Peter 3:9 says, the Lord isn't really being slow. The Lord isn't really being slow about his promise, as you would think. No, he is being patient for your sake. He does not want anyone to be destroyed, but he wants everyone to repent. And in that passage, if you go look that passage up, it's 2 Peter 3:9. If you go and look it up, it is talking about the people waiting on the Lord's return. It is talking because he promised that he would return to them and all that. And they're waiting on it. And then you got Peter saying, guys, the Lord isn't being slow to his promise, as you would think, but he's being patient for your sake. And I think we can use that in every promise that the Lord has given us, that the Lord is being patient for our sake, because he doesn't want anyone to be destroyed. He wants all of us to be victorious. Just think about King Saul. Hey, Brooklyn, good morning. Just think about King Saul when he became king. He became king super fast. Like, he went into kingship so fast. He did not have his character built to be a king, because when money and wealth and kingship started coming in, his character changed, and he became somebody that that the Lord did not really like. But if you think about David was anointed king and promised kingship when he was young. When he was very young, he was anointed and promised kingship. But David had to wait for his kingship. David had to walk through a shepherding season. David had to walk through a season where he was general in the army season. David had to walk through a season being chased by somebody who held the very promise that he was promised and almost killed by it. David had to walk through many side quest seasons before he got his kingship season. And Saul's character wasn't built for kingship, but David waited patiently, and he walked through his side quest seasons, and he did his side quest seasons. And in that, he became the greatest king that Israel had ever had. And so if you feel like you are in side quest mode, that you are walking through if you are walking through a side quest that has nothing to do with the promise God has called you, know that it has everything to do with the character that he is building and growing inside of you. So the side quest that you are walking through is very important to build the character for your victory. And our side quests, the things that we do every day, the things that we are walking in right now that don't directly align to our main promise and our main dreams and our main goal, are the very things that we need to strengthen us, to get us ready, to build us. They let us know who we are. They let us know how we will react to certain situations when they present themselves. And sometimes we need those small little scenarios to let us know, good Lord, if I was placed in this big scenario, I would have blown it because I blew it in this little thing over here. So sometimes our side quest lets us know who we are and how would we react. That's right, Dee. And so how many times have you seen the Lord fulfill his promise in your life? How many side quests have you completed and saw the Lord fulfill a promise that was in your life? And when you look back 6 months from then, or 10 years after God fulfilled a promise that he told you you were going to walk in blank season, and you walked in blank season, and now you are looking back 5 years later, 6 months later, and you go, that's why I had to go there. That's why I met that person. That's why I lived there for that time. That's why I worked that job. That's why he told me no here. That's why I moved over there, went here, done that, did this. And when you look at hindsight, it all comes together and you go, that's why I did that. Many times the Lord will only give us pieces or side quests to build things in us, and they all have a purpose. So what you're walking through right now, that side quest has a purpose. Let's not try to skip it and go straight to the main quest, because we will be defeated, because there is a reason God has not given it to us fully yet. Let's grow, learn, strengthen ourselves, build our character, so that when we are about to walk in to our promise and our dream and a calling, we will be victorious. And I'm going to end with Kitty's verse that she gave Friday, Numbers 23:19. And y'all, when she read that Friday, man, I am like, that is going on my mirror. That is going in my car. That is going everywhere I can see it. It's going on my coffee cups, on my coffee pot. I mean, it is going everywhere. It is Numbers 23:19. And this is probably Emilee Davis's new verse. It is, God is not a man. He does not lie. He is not human, so he does not change his mind. Has he ever spoken and failed to act? Has he ever promised and not carried it through? Y'all, yes, that is our God. He is not human, so he does not lie. He is not man, so he does not change his mind. Has he ever spoken and failed to act? Has he ever promised and not carried it through? I love that. And so that's where I'm going to end with you guys. And that's who God is. If he has promised you something, he will carry it through. Anita, we will get that on YouTube for you with captions. He will carry that through. And he will fulfill his promise in you. You just may have to walk through your side quest. You may just be a level 3 and you need to be a level 12 before you walk into your season of promise. So know that he will carry that promise through, but that you may have to do your part as well. So that's what I have for you ladies this morning. Let's go to the Lord in prayer and let's have a happy Monday. Lord, I love you, God. I thank you that you are my guide, that you are leading me every step of the way, that you have not forgotten me, but God, that you are still, as Annette sang the other time she spoke, still working on me. You are still building things in me. You are still creating character in me that needs to be accomplished for your main quest in me. God, stick with me. Don't get tired of the grumbling and complaining for me as I am in my side quest. Give me patience to walk my side quest out, Lord. And I ask that you bless every brave and beautiful mama, that you just go with them throughout their week. Be with them, bless them, and speak to them so clearly this week that they know that they've heard from you, Lord. And I ask all these things in your name. Amen. All right, ladies, that's what I have for you. Don't forget about your secret sister. I promise you, if you have a secret sister, she is waiting to hear from you. So don't think that, oh, I forgot. Oops. Be intentional. You signed up for this. Love on your secret sister. Send her something, anything. Also, pray for your sisters. Annette has posted prayer requests. Go look at them. Pray for your mamas and sisters in need. Love on those ladies. Lift them up in prayer as you go through your work week. Have a great Monday and love you guys. Catch you guys Wednesday on my birthday. Just saying. Love you guys. Bye.